Hello, welcome to the Pie Flamise Rpr Podcast. My name is Pie Flamise Rpr. Yes, how are you doing? I ought to ask. I hope you are doing well. Hope you are doing good. No matter where you are now, the thing happening is that you are listening to the sound of my voice, and that is one of the gifts God can give effortlessly, the gift of hearing. Without wasting much time, let me introduce what we have to talk about for today. What I have to talk about for today. The Pie Flamise Rpr Podcast turned 3 on 21st June, on Saturday, 21st June 2025. Yes, it turned 3 yesterday, being 21st June. All thanks be to God, all thanks be to my listeners, all thanks be to people whom have been listening over the years. Now, I wouldn't waste much time. What I'm to talk about today, I would introduce myself, I would introduce my podcast. I will speak on the challenges I have faced these past 3 years and I'm still facing even as it stands now. And I will talk about the near future, and that will be it. Let me introduce myself. My real name is Promise Ihianye Chukwu Etelbert. I'm from Owerri, Imo State. Mbitolu is the local government area I am from. I am a son to a welder and a trader, a foodstuffs trader. I'm the first child of the family. I'm seconded by my sister, then my brother. I'm a 400 level music student of Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, where I am studying music. Yes, just in case tomorrow you start hearing Pie Flamise Rpr Podcast and songs, I am the one. So I also am a podcaster. Yes, I'm the owner and host of the Pie Flamise Rpr Podcast, which I've been fronting, which I've been running for the past 3 years now. My best sports are chess and karate. Well, due to how I don't have much finances to start learning karate, I haven't been able to actualize learning karate very, very well. But chess is something I'm still trying to grapple to do. Well, I won't tell you my chess skills are so good, but I will tell you to try me and see. Put me on a game. Let's see how much you will do. Let's see how much whether you win or you will lose a lot of your members in the process of trying to checkmate me. Yes. I'm a Christian. Yeah, I'm a Christian. I don't even know much about myself. I don't even know a whole lot of things to say about myself. I don't have a script with me. I'm just saying it from the depth of my heart. Let me move over to introducing my podcast. Yes, I got the idea to start podcasting during ASU strike. There was a deadly ASU strike that loomed for 8 months and counting around 2022, I guess. So, in a bid of to try to know what I can do with my life, I started podcasting. Yes. Yeah, one night I tried knowing what to discuss, what I can do, what I can do via using podcasting. I seeked for advice. And that is where a Nigeria Info FM Port Harcourt based broadcast journalist comes into play. Yes, I seeked for advice on the open mic segment of the program called Let's Talk by that is hosted by Samora Kochinedu. He gave me a few advices and I decided to pay attention. He recommended the app that is now known as Spotify for Creators. He recommended it. It was Anchor then. So I said, okay. In a process of trying to get the app, I saw an ad. I saw an ad on one app on my phone. Then I clicked on it. Then it took me to Google Play and I downloaded it and recorded my first episode of the Pie Flamise Rpr Podcast, thinking it was that easy to get listens. Little did I know it was hard as of that time. But in everything, he would always be part of the story. That he was the one that gave me an advice on how to go about podcasting. So, yes, that was how I started recording podcasts. I started doing, of course, the first episodes. My first episodes were not all that good. I was mainly grappling to do well, both in terms of speech and every other thing. I won't tell you I'm that perfect today, but I believe I am on the way to do well. So what the podcast discusses is topics on society and culture, law and justice, environmental pollution, and politics per se, world politics and Nigerian politics. Once it concerns world politics, once it concerns Nigerian politics, burning issues, because I'm very, very much choosy on what to discuss on that aspect. So I'm very, very much choosy. So that's what it has been discussing this past 3 years. So the little wins I have achieved, I believe I have achieved some wins. The latest episode I had, I interviewed a lawyer on vandalism part 1. Yes, as of the part 2 and part 3, I'm still working on it. Will I say thanks to my phone, which is having a screen problem as we speak. It's having a screen problem, and I've appealed for funds, which I'm very much low on, but none is coming on. So if you strike the play button and hear this, please, I would be needing your help to fix my phone, which I use to record. So the wins I have gotten is that, yes, I have recorded almost 20 to 30 episodes of the Pie Flamise Rpr Podcast. There was this particular year I was not I was not doing well. All I was doing was just to promote my podcast on social media. So that was what I did that year. I didn't record a whole lot of this. That was when I was blank on ideas. I even started asking a lot of people on how to do it. And I got some well-meaning people also gave me some ideas. So the wins, as it stands right now, you can type the Pie Flamise Rpr Podcast on ChatGPT or Meta AI, WhatsApp Meta AI, or Google, and you would get results that it exists. I have single-handedly, or should I say I have put something online that you can just pick up your phone, your device, and search, and you will get results on it. Yes, you can also communicate me via Facebook, via WhatsApp with the line I kept, or email me. So I've single-handedly put something into existence that even Google says yes, it exists. It exists. So the challenges I face are, number one, finances. I have low finances, very, very low finances, and this low finances makes it very difficult for me to run ads, pay for ads, for me to invite guests. Yeah, I've gone to invite a couple people and they told me that They needed money. I need to pay them first before I invite them. Yes. I can't pay someone who is a scriptwriter, so I do my scripts by myself. I run everything of this podcast. I write the scripts, I present, I advertise, I promote myself. I promote on social media with Facebook, my WhatsApp status, my WhatsApp channel, and Instagram. Yes, I promote my podcast myself. I write my scripts. I also present. Yeah, I also go for the field work. That vox pop, I am the one doing it. I'm also the one going to it. So if I have finances, I can just institute a division of labor and get efficient with work. Now, low listings. I've been getting low listings. I think it's because I've not run ads. I've not run a massive ad or campaign for my podcast to do well. Yes, I've been getting low listings actually because I don't know how. I'm not hiding anything. I don't know how someone would record a podcast and in a week, what the person is getting is maybe let's say 3 or 5 plays in a week. In 2 weeks, the person is getting 10 listings. In 30 days, the person is getting, or in 30 days, the person is getting just 15 or 10 listings. It's poor. So I would appreciate it if my listeners can post my podcast link on their social media handles, can promote. I will be very, very much happy. I will be very, very much grateful if they would. Now, the Spotify for podcasts, another challenge is the Spotify for creators has no monetization for podcasters doing podcasts with hosting their podcast with their link, their platform in Africa. There is no monetization for them. And it's really affecting not just me, it's affecting a whole lot of people. I speak for myself first before others. If only we are given the opportunity to earn from what we do, a whole lot of problems can be averted. A whole lot of problems can be solved. A whole lot of problems in podcasting can be solved single-handedly. Yes. If they can place a benchmark, yes, that this is what they want, if we can reach it, then they can now pay podcasters using their. I would try the very much best I can to make sure I get it, to make sure I reach the benchmark so as to get paid. Now, among every other thing, another challenge is epileptic power supply. Yes, sometimes I'll try to record but my phone is slow and there is no light, so you have to wait for someone to on generator, or you have to see a place to get power bank so that you can charge your phone and then strike the record button. And it is with my phone that I also do the research I can to make sure I quote some sources so as to remain credible, to give credible information. Because what I'm doing is something tailored along the line of edutainment. Edutainment is a portmanteau word that combines education and entertainment together. So education first before entertainment. And that is that. So the epileptic power supply in Nigeria is also disturbing. It's also a challenge I have faced this past 3 years, and I'm still facing. Now, epileptic network, I can be done recording and then want to upload online, and the network, even though you have data, would also give problem. One thing is buying data, one thing is getting network to upload what you have done. Now, as of low finances, yes, another addition to the first challenge I had, low finances, is that data is very much costly right now in Nigeria. airtime. Without finances, you cannot buy airtime so that you can keep up with a call. There was a lawyer I interviewed one certain time. What that call cost was almost 2,000 naira. The airtime I had. I made the conversation. I had to secretly credit myself, credit my account, my telecommunication network account, so that the call can keep on flowing and not drop amid. I have my listeners at heart, and I'm trying my very much possible best to record very very much credible and entertaining and educating content, audio content online. So, and I'm ready to do anything for it, for anything good for it. Let me also specify. Now, the future. What does the future hold for the Pie Flamise Rpr Podcast? What do I have in mind? I want the Pie Flamise Rpr Podcast to be a podcast that researchers, policy stakeholders, people in power can listen to and reference. Researchers can reference it, can cite it in their works. Policy stakeholders, my podcast can influence their ideas, their opinion for the betterment of the society. Yes, I want my podcast to be something that can be listened, and it will fashion the idea, it will fashion the way people think, the way people see certain things. Yes, that is what I want. I have these plans to get a lot of people to listen. If I can get 2 million people all over the world to listen to my podcast, I will be very, very much grateful. And it's the target, at least, just 2 million listens from people all over the world. I will be very, very much happy. The Pie Flamise Rpr Podcast is available on different podcasts directories, podcast audio distribution platforms, including Spotify, YouTube, YT Music, and Podcast Addict. A whole lot of places is available on those places. So I would really love it. Yeah, I'm doing podcasting. What influenced my doing of podcasting? What influenced my doing of podcasting? My podcast, my involving myself in creating a podcast and I'm presenting scripts is that I have this flair for writing. I also have this flair for speaking. I think I have it. So I am simply trying to sharpen my skills as a future radio broadcaster, as a future powerful radio broadcaster and a journalist. Yes, my other career that I will also try to build, apart from music or being a lawyer, I would also want to be a journalist. So right now I am fashioning my skills to do better. So I am developing my skills from podcasting, and I would really love you to give me your criticisms to make it better. In the absence of any other thing, I'm saying happy birthday to my podcast, my brainchild, my creation, the Pie Flamise Rpr Podcast. Yes, it has attained 3 years of doing this, and I'm very, very much happy and grateful to God for His goodness and mercies over this. To my listeners, I thank you very much for everything that you have done, for your listens, for your promotions, for believing in me. Thank you very much for everything. I'm very grateful. So, thank you very much for listening. I appreciate it.